You're going through many shifts. Now, many of your humans think that you have the past, the present, the future. Anne has mentioned this many times before because we ram it down inside of her. Yes, you must mention this to these humans because they just think there's past, the present, and the future. Did you not realize you are a multifaceted, multidimensional being? You're just not you as the individual. Now, we will try to explain to you. Now, when you was created and all the body parts that you have and all the organs and all the functioning that you have inside your internal body was to help you to survive your planet, to breathe. Yes, we give you your lungs, your kidneys. Yes, you filter out and you process all the information. Your mind, interesting tool, and it is your tool. The mind is your tool to understanding where you are, who you are on your planet at this time. Some of you have got a little bit confused with the mind, and some of you have got bogged down. We enjoy this word thoroughly. Bogged down. We are just accessing Anne's dictionary. We prefer a better word, but bogged down, it makes sense. So you are bogged down at this moment with getting confused with everything. Some of you are transporting yourself in time, looking back at some of your past issues or looking back at how you have been doing things for many years. You are not the same person. So imagine, okay, let me see. You are this multi-dimensional being. You can only be in that dimension where your thought process is. So if you allow yourself to think back of the past, your dimension that you head back in, it's just where the thoughts, the brain, the mind takes you. So you can time travel. You are time traveling all the time when you have thoughts and feelings, whether going backwards or forwards. Now, this is silly going forwards in the sense of when you're at that sense where you are nervous or anxious and you are thinking, what if, what is to come, worried about an appointment, worried about what will happen. You are not the person that's going to be over there in the future. Now, we said there is no such thing as the past, the present, the future. But for the human mind, your concept of how you live your life in your society, we find it better to explain this in this direction. So some of you are casting an energetic net too far into the future and are worrying about things that have not materialized as yet. But some of you are being foolish. Some of you are manifesting your future. So let us explain. Your way that your mind or your brain works, which is a useful and good tool to have, it keeps you safe. It like focuses on sometimes from the past of the experiences to help you not to make the same mistake again, in the sense of, we would say with fire, putting your hand into the fire to get it burnt. But sometimes how you have perceived your past or the experience can only be perceived by who you were once when you were before. So we explain. Close your eyes, please, just for a few moments in time. Just close your eyes. Yes, just bear with us. So if we were to say, if you could use your imagination, some of you will find it more difficult than others, but that is not our problem. Cast yourself back if you think back to yesterday. Some of you will struggle just to think of yesterday. But if you cast yourself back to yesterday and think, what did you do yesterday? I'm sure there is something slightly different from you today than there was yesterday and what you had experienced. Now cast your mind further back and think of what you was doing last week. And again, through the experiences you've had from last week to this week, I'm sure there has been something that's come up that you feel differently about now. You've experienced an experience and you feel very differently now. Now, cast yourself back, go all the way back. Imagine if you can go as far back. Many of you are very old and you're listening to this, so it might be harder for some of you than others. Cast yourself back to when you were 5. Imagine, maybe just before you went to school. And imagine the feelings and thoughts that you may have had then, and your concerns, your toys, your playing, the animals around you, your family members. Just cast a thought. And so you were that person when you were 5. Now, jump forward, go forward. We want you to go forward by 5 years, and we get to 10. If that makes sense to you, add up the numbers, it makes you 10. And again, if you can think, just before maybe you go to your big school or whatever, how your schools are around the world, wherever you are living. And imagine, take yourself back to how you may have felt, maybe first day of a big school, the school uniform. You humans are strange. Some of you will remember the sleeves on your jackets being too long and coming over your wrists or your hands. Some will remember your socks. Some will remember how you felt about yourself. Some were chewing gum when you shouldn't be chewing gum. How much fun. Now, you were a different person then. Different person to who you was when you was 5. Now, jump forward again, time traveling. Use your imagination, go forward to your 15 or 16, in your teens. Most of you were very annoying at that time for your parents, we can see. And see how you may have looked or felt how you looked. The music you liked, the hair you had, the clothes you wore, the people you knew. Some of you would be dating. And take yourself to that time. And I'm sure you're different then as well. And then jump forward again. We want to time travel and bring you to your 20s. And again, so different. Some of you are studying. Some of you have your first jobs. Some of you are in heavy relationships. There's many things are happening. So you move backwards and forwards. And so today, however old you are, and you've got to that ripe old age, well done. Well done. Most of you haven't killed yourself in the process or had that near-death experience. Many of you have. And now you are different. So if you think with the humans, why do you cast so fast forward in the future by thinking, what will I do when I'm older? Because you are not the same person as when you are older. So many of you who are listening to this now can open your eyes. So hopefully we have tried to help you to understand to some degree. But what is happening is, where you are at on your journey in life, you are thinking too far ahead. We only are saying to you to think of now, this present moment. Even as far as the next day, maybe you shouldn't think so far ahead, because your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions create the energy around you. So your energy around you is like this global energy, this auric field around you, this unified field of energy, and you're going to attract like for like. So wherever your energy is internally within you, how you're feeling, if you're feeling frustrated or agitated, and the energy then you send out to others, people are going to pick up on it. Many of you will feel this from the interaction that you have with other humans. If you're out and about and how they see you, or the interaction with others and how they talk to you and how they communicate with you, will be very different to how you feel about yourself, possibly. Some of you will be scratching your head and thinking, why is it that certain people treat you or act in a certain way? What's the energy that you are giving out into your energy field around you, and the energy of where they are? And they meet you at a place within inside yourself that your soul needs to see a reflection of yourself, or reflection of where you are on your journey. Now, what happens is, by the energy of how you're feeling about yourself and where you are in yourself and the thoughts that you have, you are projecting it out into the universe. And as many of you know, the universe will give you back like for like. So if you're worried, you're going to worry more, because the universe are going to present you with issues that for maybe you need to fix, or maybe you look at it as in, I need to fix that issue, and then you get caught up in that issue. You are manifesting every moment of your life. You are the master creator of your life. And depending on where you are at in your soul and in yourself, of where you are and how you see things and how you think about things, you are creating what is that stepping forward to present you. It might be an issue or a problem, or something comes up that is irritating or frustrating. It just means it's the next level of your soul to address that layer of that issue that comes up. Some of you are in the flow. And what we mean by this is that some of you are already aware of this, that where your energy is internally within you, that you're aware about being in the present moment. And some of you still wander off and think too far ahead, but then you catch yourself in that moment and you bring yourself back. When you bring yourself back, you're back into that flow, because then you start to see how things start to manifest in the way that you wish them to be created within your life. So it's about looking at your energy where it is right now. Many of your energies that we feel on your planet, there is a little bit discombobulated. It is all over the place. Very much like when you walk into a room, the empaths, the intuitives will feel the energy in the room, that there may be an argument or frustration, or feel that bliss. When you walk into a room that's had meditation, there normally is that bliss. Or imagine the room is your planet. Many of you have started waking up to the fact that there is more to life than what you have been led to believe. It's no longer just about the psychology, it's about the emotions, the feelings, the energy around you. Yes, the psychology is part of this, but only small parts of this. So how you see yourself will show up in the world. If you feel that you're not confident, there will be issues or trials and tribulations that will be thrown up in front of you for you to gain your confidence. But there is much change on your planet right now. And there is this heaviness on your planet right now. Anne sat with a tree today and asked what was going on. She embedded her feet upon the grass, tuned into the earth and asked. And all of you can do the same. There isn't a difference. It's just your connection. And even nature was feeling it too. There is a shift on your planet. Your environment is changing. It's bringing the awareness to what is happening on your planet. Just like yourselves, when you try to avoid an issue, normally a health issue may appear, and you look at it, a cold or something happens internally within your body is speaking and communicating with you and telling you to stop. This is what's happening. Your earth is doing the same. Your planet is communicating with you and trying to tell you that it needs help. Many of you will continue to not listen, but there is now the turning on your planet. It's becoming more of a majority of people that are becoming aware that you interact with your planet, your nature, the birds, the bees, the animals. The animals are doing their best. They're being there to neutralize your energy and to help you. Those of you who have animals in your life will feel possibly more calmer. But there is a great change upon your planet. So this is not for you to fear. It is for you to feel there is a change, just like the seasons on your planet, and to be present and mindful with how you are feeling. It is your job to help yourself to master how you are feeling and how you can help your situation. Each of your energies is vibrating out like a bubble of light. If you imagine the light energy from your heart center, your soul center, it reaches out to about 6 foot from your body. This heart center, this energy that resonates, that flows out from your body, interconnects with other energies. You will be dragged or pulled or magnetically pulled to those who are very similar to yourself, who are like-minded. They will feel comforting. There's a time for you to join each other as a community, as you have best interests at heart. Some of you will find that there may be an irritation to certain people in your life, your world, those bosses, those friends, colleagues, family. It's only because they are vibrating on a different frequency, meaning they are just thinking things in a different way from how you think or you see your world around you. They are not anything to be fearful of. It is just that they resonate on a different frequency, just like tuning forks or keys on the piano. You will also start to feel areas that you will feel that you are feeling connected to, environments. These are the areas for you to move into, whether it's a job, a location, or to be with a partner or relationships. This is just that time of change. So you're a multifaceted dimensional being. However your thoughts are, you create the energy around you. The more you fear, you are just magnetically attracting it back into your life. If there are more obstacles coming up, it is because you are attracting it into your life at this present time. Now, it's not always a negative or a bad thing. It's just that things that need to be unraveled, sometimes stumbling blocks, and it's just for you to jump over these hurdles or to work through it. You create what it is that you need and want in your life. Where your mind is at, it will create the dimension of energy of what is around you. Your job at this present time is for you to align and to be more authentic with what it is or who it is that you feel that you are right now. And if you are not happy with how people are interacting with you, it's because your internal energy is radiating out to others and you are attracting those obstacles maybe, or those people's in of a reflection of what they are picking up from you. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. It is just a reflection of what you are sending out. So stand in the power of who you are and where you want to be, to tune in more to who you are, to get to know yourself better, to create that relationship with yourself. You are a multifaceted, dimensional being. You move in and out of those dimensions of yourself, the past, the present, and the future. And for many of you, will feel that also within your dream work right now. There are many moments at this time on your planet for your change that you'll be interacting with your dreams. There will be answers internally within your dreams, even though they may feel like they are a maze at the moment and it's difficult maybe to unravel or to sort the coding out in your dreams. But your dreams are just another dimension of yourself, another part of your soul that is traveling through a journey. The more of you that understand this will make it easier for each and every one of you, because you're also reaching out within your dream work or contacting each other that comes into your life. The dimension of yourself can move in and out of dreams. You can astral travel too. But remember, your mind has been fed certain parts of information that you feel that you are just the human that you see in the reflection of your mirrors. The soul mirror is very different. Okay. So they told me to bring this. So I've explained this before. See this as yourself. So imagine this crystal is a giant diamond of yourself. This is your soul. There's many sides to each part of a diamond or a crystal. That many side of you is a dimension of yourself. And this information they gave me recently was that it's not just about how that part is seen in the mirror, but you can travel in the different dimensions. This is work that they're sending out. This is information they're channeling forward. So there's many different dimensions of yourself, and depending where your mind is at, depends on where you travel to in the dimensional shift. Many of you are feeling tired right now because you're having big shifts. Those shifts are happening because your life is changing. So many of you have gone through obstacles or issues or problems or big changes, and those changes happened a couple of years ago, and maybe even further back. But because we had this, what happened on the planet a couple of years ago, it's almost fast forward the shift in the human dimensional system. So you have to see yourself as that diamond with the many dimensions of yourself. You are showing up differently now, interacting with friends, family members, those who are doing the work on themselves, who are questioning the energy of themselves, who are doing the work on themselves. You're going to be feeling it more. Some of you may feel tired. Some of you may have headaches. Some might feel nausea. It's because you're shifting in and out of energy that is around you. And every time someone is presented to you, if they are not resonating on the energy that you are resonating on, you're going to feel that shift of energy internally within you as well. So you're going to feel it. So we do not live on a perfect planet. We are meant to also have those issues that come up so that we can shift them psychologically as well. But also it's about looking at those who resonate with you more at the moment will give you more of a break. So those who do not resonate with you will cause this friction internally. Your energy shifts. It's your dimensional shift where you're moving to, and you'll feel it. So that's why it can be quite exhausting at the moment, because people are upgrading, up-leveling their energy right now. There'll be more people that are turning to meditation. People are looking at energy systems, looking at being more intuitive, empathic, using their psychic abilities, tuning more into their psychic abilities. And the more that you do this, the more there will be this shift on the whole planet. You're intermingling with the universe, you're intermingling with the plants, your environment. Trees are feeling it, water's feeling it, the animals are feeling it. Those who have pets, their animals know when you're upset, they'll come to you. You know, dogs in the park come up to me as an animal communicator. They'll tell me their issues. They'll tell me they might be fed up with something their owner's doing, or how much they love their owner, or their owner isn't listening to them right now. But a lot of you are going to be feeling that animal energy too. So the more work you do on yourself, you may be feeling this tiredness, this shift that's going on. Okay, I hope that's going to help.